All right, y'all. So normally I say this is our favorite part of the show, but I would be lying if I said that right now because y'all, we hit rock bottom last week. We hit rock bottom. Not only was it bad on Thanksgiving, I don't want to talk about Thanksgiving. Okay, forget Thanksgiving because Thanksgiving was terrible. If you tell our picks, but our picks for week 13 was terrible, y'all. Overall, we went 3-6, guys. Each of us went 1-2. All right, starting off with Rell. Rell is 27-12 on the season. So this shows y'all that it was just a bad week, right? It hasn't been a bad year, just a bad week, right? But Rell went 1-2, of course. Justin Jefferson missed again. I think we should put him on the ban list. I'm not gonna lie. Put him on the ban list.
Facts.
Saquon missed, right? And then the 49ers did get the W against the Cleveland Browns. All right. Jerrick went 1-2, of course. 22-17 on the year. So, like I said, it's a bad week, not a bad season. All right. Jonathan Taylor got it by point 0.5, guys.
Barely,
That's how
boy.
that's we needed every little, point 0.5 we could get this week just to go 3-6. All right. So JT did go under. Lab McConkey did not hit. Right, Lab McConkey had like 30 yards. So that was pretty bad. I think he had 2 catches for like 30 yards. And then the Rams did lose to the Panthers, right? So I mean, what could go wrong went
Went wrong.
wrong in week 13 for us. All right. And then me, like I said, 1-2. 20-19 on the year. So I'm kissing 500. We're like right there. We're like this close to kissing 500, right? Which is terrible. All right. Jalen Warren did not hit. The Steelers and all Steeler players are on the ban list. I'm saying that right now. I am done with Pittsburgh. I'm done. I'm done. I already got to deal with us losing games. And then on top of that, y'all selling my picks. Like I can't, I just can't do it. All right. And the one pick that I told y'all would probably sell me last week is the pick that hit. Devin Neal. Thank you, Tyrell. Thank you so much. Devin Neal. I'm going to give him a round of applause because I know people don't even know who that is. But Devin Neal hit. Got his yards. Real, y'all might have found y'all new running back in New Orleans, all right? But then following, no, now
He had 14 rushes for 47 yards.
Yeah,
hey, any
listen.
running back that get my bread is cool with me, all right? And then the Eagles got smacked on Black Friday. So I mean, like I said, everything that could go wrong went wrong. So y'all, you know what the saying is. It's only up from here. Only up. Can't get no worse. Can't get no worse than 3-6,
Well,
guys. Well,
well, it
you're
can,
right.
but it won't. It can,
You're
but it
right.
won't. Let's put it
It
that way.
can. Let me say something. If we ever go worse than 3-6, I will get rid of the segment. I will get rid of the segment. All right. But real, come on, man. Get us going. Get us going. It's the holiday season. It's come on now. Get us going. What you got?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm gonna get y'all going. Starting off, I'm gonna start off with Jameer Gibbs over 117.5 rushing plus receiving yards. Jameer Gibbs had a bad week last week, and we know how Jameer Gibbs goes when he has bad weeks. And I don't even want to make this about Jameer Gibbs. I don't make this more about the Cowboys defense. The Cowboys defense has looked good the past 2 weeks, but people forget this is still the worst defense in the league. They're the 29th overall defense. They still cannot stop a nosebleed to save their life. Their linebackers are too slow to keep up with Jameer Gibbs. Yeah, they can step up the middle, but I'm telling you, when Jameer Gibbs gets that ball on the outside or gets that ball on the toss, he's gone. He's out of there. I'm telling you, they have nobody that can catch him. So go ahead and smash that over. Moving on, we're going with Lamar Jackson under 30.5 rushing yards. The last 3 weeks, Lamar Jackson hasn't went over his rushing yards total. And on top of that, Lamar Jackson is injured. He's hurt. He had a knee injury and a foot injury, and he was limited in practice today. So he's not even going to want to run the ball. And even if he was fully healthy, Mike Tomlin knows exactly how to stop his read option. It's something about T.J. Watt, Cam Hayward, and those guys coming off the edge that Lamar Jackson just doesn't know how to run the ball when he plays the Steelers. So go ahead and smash that under. I'm telling you, it's a guaranteed under. And then moving on to my money line, I'm going to guarantee a Chiefs win. Hey, one thing I know for a fact, I never seen Patrick Mahomes not in the playoffs. I never seen him not in, even when he was on the bench behind Alex Smith. I never seen Patrick Mahomes not in the playoffs. I'm guaranteeing Patrick Mahomes gets in the playoffs. This is a must-win game. Last week, hey, it was a tough win. It was a tough game, very tough game. I think this 10-game break is going to serve them justice, and I think they're going to beat this Texans team. And I think the whole world is going to remember that this Texans offense is not that good. They're going to remember that. So, must-win game for the Chiefs. I'm telling you guys, go ahead and smash that money line. Go ahead and smash it.
All right, man. I like it. I'm not even finna say 3-0 or nothing like that. 'Cause I think I'll be jinxing this. I'm not even finna do it. All right, but it sounds good to me. And actually, I want to help give a little more context for the Jameer Gibbs pick, why I love it so much. Amon St. Brown 9 times out of 10 is not going to play. Right, so those receiving yards could go up. Those targets could go up for Jameer Gibbs in the passing game. So I do love that Jameer Gibbs pick for sure. Jared, what you got, man?
All right. I actually I really did some last night. Took some time, did some little research. So number one, I'm gonna go with Shador Sanders. I know a lot of people are gonna hear that, they're gonna be like, "That's crazy. Why would you bet on Shador Sanders?" I'm gonna tell you why right now. Shador Sanders over 159 and a half passing yards. He hit this in his first start against the Las Vegas Raiders. He hit this prop against his first start. Okay, and there's no way you can tell me this Tennessee Titans defense is better or not on the same level. Like they're on the same level as this Raiders defense. They're both bad. They're terrible defenses. Okay, he's starting to get more comfortable. Okay, if you look at it, he's starting to like as you're only gonna get more comfortable as you play. You're only gonna get better as you play. Okay, yes, they say you can get better in practice, but I think at such a high level, you need to. There's a difference between practice reps and game reps. Okay, he's finally getting these game reps. He's finally getting more comfortable. I think that the more he plays, the better he's going to be. Okay? Every single quarterback has hit this prop against the Tennessee Titans. Every single quarterback has hit this prop. All the weeks, all the games, every single quarterback has had over 160 passing yards. So I think that Shador Sanders will be able to. And also, he has something to prove, okay? Before the draft, we were arguing, is it going to be Shador or Cam Moore with the number one pick? Well, Cam Moore was the number one pick. Shador fell all the way back in the draft. So I think that he has a little bit of a chip on his shoulder. He has something to prove. So I think that Shador Sanders will get the over 159 passing yards. Okay. And then second one, Josh Allen, over 264 and a half rushing and passing yards. Okay. Josh Allen, Josh Allen is going against a terrible Bengals defense. Terrible Bengals defense, Bengals secondary, all of it is just bad. This defense is horrible, okay? And I think that in order for Josh Allen, even though their defense is bad, they're going against a great offense. An
Mm-hmm.
offense that has Joe Burrow back. Joe Burrow came back, and his first game back, he looked like Joe Burrow. He really did. Like that's the reason why they beat this Ravens team. And we also know that when Joe Burrow is playing, this defense tends to feed off of the energy sometimes of the offense. So in order for this Bills team to win this, I can't 100% guarantee the Bills to win this game. 'Cause I saw the Bills play against the Steelers, and you'd say, "Oh, this is going to be just a wash." But I also see the Bills play against the Texans. I also see the Bills play against the Falcons and the Patriots earlier this season. So it depends on what Bills we're gonna get. In order for the Bills to win this game, Josh Allen's gonna have to outplay Joe Burrow. So that means that he's gonna have to throw the ball. He's also gonna have to use his legs and run the ball. He's gonna have to put up stats to beat this team. Okay, and he has hit this prop 4 out of the last 5 games that he has played. And then for my money line, I'm gonna go with the Rams. I picked them last week. They disappointed me. They really did. They disappointed me against the Panthers team. This week they go against the Cardinals team, who is worse than this Panthers team, and they are now tied in the division with the Seattle Seahawks. If they're gonna want to win this division, they're gonna need to win this game. And Matthew Stafford's come off of a bad game. He had 2 passing touchdowns to 3 turnovers, including the fumble on the last drive of the game that basically sealed the deal. This Rams team's gonna bounce back and they're gonna win this game pretty comfortably. So those are my 3 picks right there.
All right, man. I like it. I like it. So let me try to finish this off on a good note. All right. First up, I'm going with Brees Hall over 84 and a half rushing and receiving yards against the Dolphins this upcoming weekend. Y'all, you know I love matchups and I love attacking this Dolphins defense. Devin Neal actually hit against the Dolphins, right? So the Dolphins have allowed 137 and a half rushing yards per game this year, and they've also allowed 133 yards over the past 3 weeks. All right. The Dolphins also have allowed 419 receiving yards to RBs this year. Brees Hall in 2 of his last 4 games, he's had 40 or more receiving yards. All right. So we're getting the receiving and the rushing at 84 and a half. I love it. All right. The next up, we're going with Chase Brown. I'm going to do just his rushing yards. Okay. I was going to do his rushing and receiving yards, but I just read that T. Higgins is returning to practice, has returned to practice today. So that kind of takes away his receiving upside because he did have 7 targets last week, 7 catches. So I thought, Chase Brown receiving yards, receiving and rushing gonna be free. But because T. Higgins is coming back, I think that's gonna go down a little bit. So I'm going straight rushing. Look, Joe Burrow's back, right? If T. Higgins come back and Jamar Chase come back, you should be scared for your life when it comes to the pass game, right? You should be. So that should open up holes for Chase Brown in the run game. And the Bills allow 141 rushing yards per game. So that's the way to attack them, anyways, is to run the ball. That's ranked 31st in the league. And then, like I said, with T. Higgins coming back and Jamar Chase, these corners should be scared. The defense, Sean McDermott should be scared. So that should definitely open up the run game. And Chase Brown has had over 100 total yards in the past 5 games. So I definitely think he can get 51 and a half rushing yards. That's what we're looking at, 51 and a half rushing yards. And then my money line, this is this team's last chance, or they're going on the ban list. I'm saying that right now. I'm going with Philly. Okay, I'm going with Philly against the Chargers on Monday Night Football. The Eagles cannot lose 3 straight games, right? This is kind of a narrative based pick because if they lose 3 straight games, I have to come on this show and say that I'm scared for the Eagles. And I don't want to have that conversation. Therefore, they have to be able to win this game on the road. It's in LA, but we all know LA don't really have home games, right? It's really going to be a Philly home game in LA. It's controlled conditions, right? It's inside a dome, not worried about no weather, nothing like that. I think the Eagles are definitely the better team against the Chargers, and they're not that much more favored over the Chargers, right? Which is kind of crazy to me, but I guess Vegas is looking at how they played the past 2 weeks. So I'm taking the Eagles against the Chargers team that we know is night and day, right? They're fortune cookies. They can look good one week, look terrible one week, look good one week, look terrible. So I'm going with, to me, the better coach, the better quarterback, the better team on the road in LA. I'm not mad at it. I'm going with the Eagles money line. And that is our week 14 bets. All right. So now moving on to, oh, sorry, real quick, holiday season. Only $5, y'all. $5 if you want to join the Discord. Let me know in the comments below, and I will get the information out to you. Once again, $5 to join the Discord. You will get the bets from the show and bets that we put on the side that's only shown in the Discord.
Yo, they
All right.
finna like and sub and leave a comment down below. Yo.